Why do people do that? Once you provide the resource, they will limit as the system. That's how TCG players are. That's how we have the Yamato Takeru Castle Golem.
You should have saved this conversation for the podcast.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the Refresh Step where we cover ourselves for the main step. I'm here for today, tomorrow and the foreseeable future, Theodore Lu. And I'm with Auto Spettler in the UK and admin of the Pulseburst English Wiki, Ayumu Seiki. Since we are already in the conversation already, we'll just continue as is.
Yeah, we usually just like chat for a little bit before we actually start something.
Mm-hmm.
But like it got to the point where I said you should have just said it in this podcast.
Exactly. So yeah.
So let's repeat from the beginning. What were we talking about?
Yeah, so the ingenuity of people comes from the creates the thing they called the Yamato Takeru Castle Golem, which is Castle Golem has always.
Wait, is it Castle Golem? Is it for Castle?
No, it's Castle Golem.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which is a little bit sounds like Castle Golem usually stays in a meta kind of like as a stall deck, right? So like you basically just stall. You use like nexuses to limit your opponent's movements, and then once their deck count like goes to like at least like 15, like 20, then you can start like just summoning your Castle Golem. Now you have lots of symbols. You just attack with Castle Golem, so you will mill like 15 from the when summon effect, and then like at least like 5 from like the when attack effect, kind of. So now in Japan, like in general, for Eternal, we are having this new competitive season nearing the championship. So like in Japan, we did have like the wild bout happening last week or like 2 weeks ago.
I didn't know it was the wild bout.
Yeah, it was the wild bout. And Koma Inu, one of the pro players, like in one of the wild bouts, he got second place with this new deck that his friend like introduced, like I think like the day before, like or like 2 or 3 days ago. And then he just, okay, I really like the concept. I just have to make some changes to it. And then the list is also like pretty impressive. And I was like, at first I look at it and I was like, why do like certain cards are there? Like because I see a lot of yellow cards. Namely, there's the Gemini, the Lover Gemini, and then there's the Nether Witch Helen LT, which is one of the dark arts that comes in the one of the like the anime boosters, like the Galaxy anime booster.
Probably 45.
Yeah, I think 45 or 47. I forgot.
No, it's not 47.
Okay. Yeah. So, but bottom line, Helen, I thought like, why is it there? Like, why is it relevant? Because like all that I remember is that it sounds like a beta of that, a beta version of the yellow Origin Dragon, which lets you like put 3 cards into your open zone, and if they have Axel, then you can activate it. I was like, why did they want like Helen specifically? Then I realized one thing: the top meta in Japan, like number wise, like the deck that you will most likely meet if you go into an Eternal tournament in Japan right now, is Chaos. And what is Chaos's strongest weapon?
Strongest suit.
Yeah, it's the Alter Nova, which locks the cards, the effects that of the specific cost that you stated in your field or your hand. And what does Helen do again? Put cards in your open zone, which Nova doesn't do shit. It cannot do shit against. So if you put your Diamond Wall in your open zone, Alter Nova is basically dead. Well, it's not that, but like basically during that turn when they wanted to do Alter Nova, then you can basically just play it and survive until your next turn. You kind of still have to draw your next defense card. But like it also plays like why like Yamato Takeru is being the main Grand Walker of choices this time, even though like usually with Castle Golem usually people would go more with Huracan because because Huracan gives you access to Pakontro, while Yamato Takeru gives you access to Divine Dance Throw, and another thing, you have the Divine Radiance, the Divine Radiance Shield, or
like shield, yeah.
Divine Shield Radiance, so which is technically a defense card that you can use, but still in the deck you still have some devotee that you can summon and core-charge Yamato Takeru with. And what does Divine Shield Radiance can do if you can remove cores from Yamato Takeru?
Return a spirit to bottom.
Exactly. So if they have anything that negates mill on their field, you can just return it with Divine Shield Radiance.
Oh,
I was like, oh my god, when I read that, it's like, oh, damn. Yeah, and basically if you want to read like the whole thing, but like the thing like blew my mind, but like if you wanted to read like the whole thing, it is one of his paid articles, so like I wouldn't go too deep into it, but like you can, I think it's a good read if you wanted to have something good to read for Eternal with them. That was like, oh. And then like Helen LT, it's not, and then like Helen LT puts card into your open zone, right? So like that's, I guess like that's the main strategy that I can gather from like just reading the deck list. And then like there's the other card that kind of like baffles me, because like he has Southern Crossflame inside this deck, which is a hand trap, which activates when your life is reduced and it can be activated from the hand. And I thought like, why would you want a hand trap in a deck that revolves around playing your spells from the open zone, right? And I forgot that Helen on level 3 can play a magic or excel from your open zone.
Oh.
So he did not...
Like, what, on attack?
On attack.
Okay.
So basically, he did not play the Southern Crossflame. I guess like you can still use it as a hand trap if you're not playing against Chaos.
Yeah.
Like, but like one of the thing that you can do with it is basically you can attack with Helen, and then you can activate the Southern Crossflame, and then you can basically open a flash timing without damaging your opponent, because Southern Crossflame will destroy everything that is 10k or lower. And Helen's BP is only 6,000.
Oh, wait, I didn't even know Southern Crossflame destroy your own as well.
I just realized that as well. I was like, why? And then like Southern Crossflame destroy everything that is 10,000 or lower. I was like, oh, so that's why. Damn. And you get to draw one for everything that you destroy as well. So like basically at the worst, if you break, you can just use that. You can just summon Helen, put down as many magic as you can. Like let's say you are that break that much, right? Like you put down Southern Crossflame, you put her to level 3, attack, activate for Southern Crossflame, you get at least another draw. So you get at least 2 draw from your deck without damaging your opponent. It's like
I see.
Yeah.
That is actually really interesting.
I know, right? And there's love for Gemini as well. So like like lots of options. Yeah. Like lots of things that surprisingly you can do. I was like, oh, damn. That's actually amazing. I did not think that before.
I mean, to be fair, like these are things that only meta players can really think about.
Yeah, we casuals. We can only we casuals, we can only wonder. Yeah, but like
casuals we are. Third-rated duelist.
Yeah, because like the other thing that has been buzzing recently is also development in the Crimson contract. That's like one of the pro players won a tournament, and either won the tournament or basically like he brought like Star Dragon draw, which kind of like becomes a topic, because like turns out like you can search a lot with Star Dragon draw. Like I think you can even search Stein Intention with it. So like, I was like, oh, you can search Stein Intention with it. Like, oh, that changes a lot.
Wait, what intent? Oh, right, yeah, of course. Oh my god.
Yeah, so basically, because you open 4 and then you search for another astral dragon, right? And then
Wait, which card is this?
Star Dragon draw, the one from the the Apollon Mega Deck.
Right.
Yeah, so like
Look.
yeah.
Oh, wait. Draw a card. Huh? I mean, as an Apollo Ground Nessus and a Conclusion Family Spirit card. Are you
Oh, it's
sure
a
Star
conclusion.
Dragon draw?
Yeah, it's a Star Dragon draw. It's that one.
Okay. I suppose it's to add like the finisher, right? I'm probably the finisher's conclusion? I don't know.
Think so. But like
Or,
basically it
or is
opens.
it or is it just because it's like a
It opens 4.
oh okay. I see.
Yeah. It's
Oh
basically
no. Okay, no, I see what you mean now. Okay,
Mhm.
okay. Start intention.
Yeah.
When you by red only effect you can add to hand.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a
okay,
red only effect. It's a
okay.
cost 3
Yeah,
reduction.
Okay, yeah, that makes more sense then. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, oh, damn.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did they
So you
figure
open
this out?
for not really aiming to add anything, but it's the
Mm-mm.
fact that like all those like add and refill effects
Mm-mm.
that makes it good. Yeah, fair
Yeah.
enough. Yeah.
It's like, oh. Yeah. I was looking for like Sun Intention and I found like Bone again.
Yeah, there are a lot of interesting cards, but like the game just developed really quickly, man.
Yeah.
It's like there's so many decks that you just kind of forget about, or like
Mm-mm.
never really have the chance to explore a little bit. I mean, I suppose technically now you have more chance now because you only get one eternal set
Mm-mm.
in
Yeah.
half a year, you know.
Yeah. Now even the pro player have to take a little bit for new contents, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah, that's actually I guess like that's the good thing about having Eternal now. Damn. And like Kizuna Miss is finally like getting some traction as well, which is like interesting.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
I
like
mean, it's a defense card. Like it would never be like useless, you know.
mm-mm.
It's really just like depends on meta.
Yeah. Just interesting that now especially like with the Castle Golem, like the Yamato Takeru Castle Golem, it is something that you can search with by the simply like deploying Yamato Takeru, right? And you
Oh,
bring yeah.
I see what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah. So like it's
And
more cards that you can add.
it's really good against chaos as well because it pinpoints.
Mm-mm.
It's not like chaos has a lot of attackers anyway, so
Exactly. And it's a devotee, by the way. So you can I think you can return it with the you can target it with the defend and throw, right? So like I guess that's another thing like why
true.
Gizunamis is
Yeah,
like the choice. Yeah. Damn.
fair enough.
That's kinda deep. And I don't know why like some I guess like people are also like like with Indra like people are starting to put Lightning Tempest back in. Still trying to not use it, but yeah.
What Tempest?
Lightning Tempest, the one that turns everything to
Oh,
0 symbols.
right. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it prevents your. No. I think it's only reducing the symbols on spirits and ultimates, right? Yeah. So no,
Yeah,
yeah.
it
So
is.
it
Yeah.
doesn't stop soul magic, and it doesn't stop Grandwalker Nexuses. Damn. It's kind of interesting. Now Brahma is also getting some more traction, which it deserves. Parvati, we are
Mhm.
probably the ones that are most excited about it. Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
fair.
yeah. And what else is interesting? Like, yeah, I feel like we are in an edge of exploration, and that is good. I think like Hades also like people try to make it, and then like it can actually like go really fast now. which is quite surprising. I think like I watched one video and like they can basically like reliably like at most like 10-3 they can just do like 2 Clemenos and then like the Ultra Manifest Clemenos. So like okay, now you have 6 symbols on your field. Every time someone attacks you just remove 6 cards from their reserve, because why the fuck not? The deck's only not even weakness, but like the only hole that it doesn't cover is that if you by luck like drops a Blizzard Wall LT into your trash on your first turn. But that's also kind of a hard loss in this day and age, especially if you don't play like Grandwalker decks, right?
Yeah.
So like like I guess like that also like something that the meta kind of allows, because like now you have like more like contract nexus, like also like the contract spirits are kind of making a little bit of a comeback.
So
like not everyone's going to play contract and local nexus, so like not everyone is going to have Blizzard Wall LT on their first turn. Like if you just do that and like you can still kind of reliably like mill your whole deck and then like half your deck and then like build your counter to 6 or like to 10 and then like just turn sideways in purple. Although like I say that, although like purple is the turn sideways color number 2 after red, but
yeah.
Finally. Do we although like now I guess like now that I see like the release schedule, like if we want anything for Eternal, like we still have to wait for a fucking long time, because like all the releases until like October is like all standard. So yeah, I guess it's a good time for standard players. If you're Eternal, it's time to find new toy. If things started, if things started to go like, I don't want to play with Chaos anymore, time to find like Brahma or like something, like time to actually like give Yumkax a try.
Yeah. Mayhaps,
mayhaps. Time to go back to playing Aphrodite again.
Maybe, I don't know. Aphrodite is definitely a little bit out of league now, I would say.
Yeah. And the deck is kind of complete. So like what support can you even like give to it to kind of like make it better without like using the
I mean like there definitely can be ways, but like you don't really want to upgrade her further, that's the thing.
Yeah, that's why. Like the deck feels like kind of like complete already. It's like, yeah, I mean like there are things that it cannot handle, but like all in all, like for what it can do, like I guess like that's the farthest that you can do without like putting generic stuff in.
I suppose at one point that's what they're gonna do. Who knows?
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah, I tried all 3 banner race stack today. It's like, damn, they're crazy.
Yeah, right.
You can feel the power creep when you're playing it.
No, they suck. No, just kidding. But I guess like that's kind of what you needed to, if you're not going to support like the deck for like the next 6 months at least.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not complaining. It's just funny when you got green, which draws through half your deck in turn 2. Crazy, man. You know, like what's even better is like I misread the effects on Liber. And when I first built the deck, I didn't realize it's like you can choose any number of cards in your hand and discard them. It's not discarding your whole hand.
Jesus Christ! I just realized that myself. I read that. I have that in my memory, but I was like, when you are talking about that, and I was like, oh right, that exists. Now
so like that's even more correct. And then like what's even better is like so like the way you do it is like you discard any number of cards in your hand, and if at least one of the cards discarded is in the banner race family, then you draw the same amount. no matter what else you're discarding. So you know, so for example, like I don't know if people actually do that. So for example, my friend,
Mm-mm.
well not really friend, it's like more like a server member.
Mm-mm.
He put zombie gamer
Mm-mm.
into the deck.
Oh yeah, that fucking toxic stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
people do this. Yeah.
Disgusting. The moment I heard that, my neck just itches. Probably my cold allergy, but yeah. Damn. The lengths that people go to do stuff, man. And the farthest that I can do is just put research fair in Indra. Because it kind of makes sense, doesn't it? The more that you think about it. You corpus with Vajra Worm, you summon a bunch of stuff, and then now you have 6 reduction. And as long as you're not playing against yellow, you can basically destroy everything. And if you're playing against Chaos, if they never play against me, like, yep, I'm going to lock your cost 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. Then my flash timing, 12 cost. So yeah, where's your god now?
Yeah.
Because like it can even go through Kizuna field, right? Because like Kizuna field just discard makes it what was it again? Unaffected. So like huh. That's good.
Fair enough.
Like yeah. I think like the only time that where it goes wrong is when because my friend was playing a pure Dionysus build, and then like basically like I did that, and then I think like he just summoned like three spirits that from the trash, and then like all of them has something that cleans my board, and then like oh, I was missing like one one attack. Fuck. I was missing that one attack, and then I had to pause, and then like from there he just rebuilt his whole field, and I died. Yep. But yeah, for the most part, like yeah, at least like playing it is just very very satisfying. There are also like sometimes like you put like janky stuff and like it adds layer to like when you want to do stuff, because like there are matches where I lost, and then I feel like yeah, if I actually like play like the research fair during my turn, instead of like trying to hit them, like it will empty my board. It will empty both of our board, but like I feel like if I did that during my turn instead of like waiting until their turn, like at the very least it kind of they still have to draw something to start their combo. Like in that case, maybe I should probably have just played the research fair on that moment. But then, yeah. But for the most part, I just wait until my opponent attacks, and then like, so I see. So that's your choice. Just slams it on the table.
God damn it!
Yeah, 12 cost 6 reduction. Goodbye to everything you hold dear. Yeah, right. And then now I was like I was frantically looking for something that I can use, because I wanted to build Farah, and I remember that I might have full bank kits, and then I look through my storage. I have full bank, like the adult full bank, which doesn't help in my case. But okay, fine. Do I have RZ7? I don't have RZ7 because I think like for that particular greatest record, I just bought like singles, and at the time I don't have any white deck that I wanted to use RZ7 in. But them like times again, like they just like greatest record, like some of the preprints when they came out, it was like, why the fuck did they choose this card? But like now, after like 2-3 years after that, it's like, fuck, I should have gotten a case of that greatest record. I was like, I should have had to gotten like at least 3 boxes, because like the rares you actually use, like the X rares, kind of whatever. Like most of the X rares, you don't use them anymore, but like most of the rares, like, so if you can get like greatest record on MSRP, like, yeah, just get like 2-3 boxes. it kind of have everything that that you needed for like the next 2-3 years. So I was like, oh, damn, this is not the
So
financial advice, by the way. Yeah,
which greatest record are we talking about here?
I think it's the 2026. The one that
Okay.
the extras all kind of and it doesn't have like, unlike the one with the world nexus. Although like the world nexus, arguably now, not everything is like on its prime anymore because they have revival, which is just outright better for the most part.
Yeah.
I think like only like yellow and green like kind of have like utility that works with their old text better.
Yeah.
And yellow is like probably like the only one that has like because like the utility is like so different from each other that you can basically like, depending on what you play against, you can just choose that to use like bring the old one instead of like the new one.
Mm-hmm.
Because like you might not need the draw, but like your opponents are if you don't want to fall to like early aggression, so just put the old one so that they cannot like refresh with their smaller spirits.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So there's that, but like for the next greatest record I remember, like that I don't even remember like what excerpts you can get from that. It was kind of that bad, but like utility was, there's always something that you can use from them. Like I was like,
I mean, there's a reason why they're the greatest record.
yeah.
I mean, to be fair, like most of like even like the X-rays, most of them like are like unusable now, not because they were bad when they were reprinted. It's more like they just got power craps, really.
Exactly. And arguably speaking, some of them still have some degree of like utility. Like I think like Ultimate Kaguya got reprinted in the greatest record. Rebellion Headshot got reprinted in the greatest record. And like there you have like cards that outclass them, but like in some niche situation, like they are still like one of the best cards that you can use in the game right now. Cause like you will never expect to basically your opponent you hit your opponent, you expect Alex or some sort of those, and like you have like you play blue and then like, yep, spirit burst cannot activate. Haha, I flipped my ultimate Kaguya. And then I was
like our ultimates will always find some uses, I would say. Unless like they got like power craps really hard.
Exactly. And that's the fun part, right? Like you can revive an ultimate and the old one can still be better.
True.
Yeah. They are just that bullshit, like the extra ones, I mean, but like the rare ones maybe not. Except for Kagero Seeker. Except for Kagero Seeker.
No, I'm pretty sure Takeru. Takeru Seeker was a promo.
So that's why.
Yeah, it was reprinted. Like that's why it's rare now. Like it was it was like a campaign promo.
So that's why.
Yeah,
that's why it's fucking strong.
Yeah.
And speaking of promos, like they recently like, I feel like I think like we had this discussion like the 1 or 2 episodes of ago where like people are arguing that Battle Spirit is getting more competitive in a way, which I think not necessarily that you can not like in Saga kind of like competitive where you get money, but like the people are focusing more into the competition aspect of like the game, like getting into tournaments and stuff, which is why people are like being more secretive with what they use in their deck. Especially if you, especially if you are playing rogue decks, right? Because like rogue decks kind of like what breaks, make or break the game for them is kind of like the information of what you bring. Yep. Because like imagine if you play Brahma and then your opponent like expects you just to play with the tokens and stuff, and then you just hit them with like the Brahma mega deck boss, and then like, okay, I play my Kizunamis, I play my what was it again, Diamond Wall, and like, no, it's a white effect, it doesn't stop me. And then you just die. Yeah. So yeah, basically like, that's why like the information is kind of like what makes or breaks the game for you. Again, in my case, if you know that I bring like reset sphere, maybe you will then just like throw everything when you know that I have like 8 cores that I can use. 8 to 9 cards that I can use, then like, okay, maybe you shouldn't. So yeah, I guess like that's why like people are being a little bit more reluctant, especially because even in the casual format, right? Like even in Diva format, yeah, because like you get like maybe like one Diva Producer Cup every year, and then like now, if I made the mistake of like starting a Rabbit Darling Master Collection, and if I wanted to get like the winner Rabbit Darling, boy, it's 500 euro or something now. So I was like, that pain. But yeah, I guess I just have to do better in the job search, and I will be able to. I guess like yeah, I will like if it's the last card that I needed to complete my collection. I guess I just have to eventually. Not that I'm going to rush it, anyways. Like yeah, eventually. But yeah, what? Where was I again? I was like, yeah, because like Battlesphere is getting more competitive, and then like now we do have like I don't know who designed like the current like promo extras, but lately they have been hitting, starting from Alex. Like even Lolo is like having some seeing some plays. Alex definitely is a big part of Next right now. With the new Ultra Manifest deck, like Brahma, like Vina is actually like getting tractions as well. Like I think some people even combine like Vina and Alex because you can basically like search them in a way from the I guess like if they got dropped by core charge, you can add them to your hand, right?
Yeah. What? Which one?
Vina and Alex, the
Do
manifest
they?
one. I think they have some effect that adds themselves to the hand, which is why like some people are starting to bring them as well.
Wait, let me have a look.
Yeah. maybe I was maybe this is someone later.
Alex doesn't.
Okay. So Vina, Divine World Guide Vina.
Fina does, yeah.
Yeah, then Vina
Alex
does.
doesn't. Yeah, but Fina can pull Alex up from the trash when she.
Yeah. Yeah, so basically you do that to search for stuff, I guess. And then now, of course, the current celebrity in the room is Polish. Like like some people would even argue that without Polish, like your a new Flag Nexus deck would be incomplete.
Yeah, no, I would say so as well.
Yeah.
Like and maybe not. So you don't need it in Amon, I would say. Like the purple one, because like it sells mill, it doesn't really refill cards. But like for Fala and Liber, yeah, it's kind of good. That's really good.
Yeah. As we have learned from playing green in standard, sometimes in deck where you want to go fast, like that one card makes all the difference. And yeah, so basically that's where we are at. And now Polish is like 5k pop. I think like it's 5k and it's still like going up. So like people are like really scrambling for Polish right now.
Yeah, it's really hard to get. Yeah.
Yeah, we need more shop battles. Maybe I should import like 2 cases. How many cases do I? What is the minimum order quantity if I want to start my own shop battle in Europe?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't think it's less of quantity and more of status.
I guess so, yeah. But like if I get a shop and the minimum order quantity is like 2 cases, I guess we can manage that. I don't know. That's just be like having like a very, very rough math. Yeah. But like at least just to get Polish, anything to get Polish. And even if I do that, that's for a chance to get Polish because like if I can hold a tournament doesn't mean I can keep the card as the organizer. So I still have to compete to get myself.
Yeah.
So like that is for a chance to get Polish, not even a guaranteed Polish.
Sucks to be you.
Exactly. And then back to RZ7, right? Because it is also getting traction in Farah because you basically just wanted to do the advanced as many as much as possible, and of course the generic advanced searcher will be your money for that. I was like, huh. And then like the other day it was like one like in Cardboard Collectible, like our favorite store to buy cards, cardboardcollectible.com. Not sponsored, but they are really good friends of us, so like why not? So basically it was like $1 a pop. And then okay, fine. I was like, okay, I don't have any other thing that I wanted to buy, so I just put it on the side. And when I was like, okay, I might have some things that I wanted to buy as well, so might as well put that in, and it's like $5 a pop now. It went up 400%.
Damn. 400%.
Yeah, I mean it sounds bombastic because it went from $1 to $5.
Mm-hmm.
So like if it's like an even more expensive card, it might go up from like 20 to 25, and like it wouldn't feel like as bad as like $1 going to $5. So it's like you I don't want it now. And I was like, okay, maybe I can get them from my collection in Indo. Oh, fuck. They are all eaten by termites.
Lamau.
Yeah. I think I should still have my yellow searcher. But now, yeah, that's a problem. It's in my house. I don't know how I can ask my dad to like dig up like, Dad, can you search for like this 3 copies of like this scantily clad anime woman from my room? Yeah, that would be awkward. But yeah, don't know. I guess like now that we needed more toys to play with, maybe I can ask him to bring my raw deck or my Mad Hatter deck.
I mean, to be fair though, especially since like you probably decided to stay in Germany, you might as well ask your parents to bring you everything over.
Yeah, maybe. And this will not age poorly in 2 years. I mean, like we never know, right? Like yeah, because like one visa wise, I can stay at most for the next 4 years if everything went well.
Mm-hmm.
That is one thing. The other thing is like we still don't know, right? Like because now we know Germany, it's kind of hard to find jobs right now, so might have more luck abroad. And even if I don't get the jobs abroad, like I might get it out of state, and that will still be awkward. Which is why it's kind of hard to just like, yeah, shall I just bring all my whole collection? And then I think like I brought up this topic like previously, which is not directly related to Battle in particular,
Mm-hmm.
but like because of how popular Pokemon is in Indonesia right now, and our Department of Taxation or Department of Finance, Minister of Finance is always trying to find new stuff to tax on.
Oh no. Yeah.
Yeah, so like there are some horror stories from people who are like going abroad for competitions, and then they got checked in the airport, and then like, yeah, so this Pokemon cards, right? It worth something, right? So they have to pay taxes on the decks that they own to go for a competition, which is like, ew. And that is not really just an Indonesian thing as well. Like I heard, like in Malaysia, there are some people who got stopped in the customs because of that. I was like, this is this is why. I guess that's why like people like wanted to gatekeep Pokemon, but like this is a little bit too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like someone got shit because like he was working in a convenience store,
Mm-hmm.
and he basically like sells singles, which is not part of like what the store has to offer because it's chain, right? There's no way like a mini market chain will sell like Pokemon singles, right? So they
Yeah.
basically just put on like whatever price tag on it, like it's like way too expensive for it. Like it's basically 100K, which is like $5 for like a random random double R in Pokemon, and one of like the Holo EX Pokemon that is like maybe already out of rotation, and anyway it's in Indonesian, so like at most it will be like a quarter of that, like usually.
Yeah.
Like maybe like if it's really good, then maybe a half of that. But he just like I guess like he just put like whatever price, like in case like some kids that don't know about like the market price just came in and shiny cards.
Oh my god.
Yeah. But like I guess like someone found that, question whether it's like legal or not, and then like people just like, yeah, let's fucking report him. And then like I guess like he got reported to the corporate because like he's basically like opening his own shop inside the chain store.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like we're just like, oh yeah. fast lane to termination, I guess. He's spit running the retail shop now. What a brave lad.
Yeah, like as proper casuals, we literally actively avoid trying to trick children or things like that. Like, especially with children, we give like a fair price if we can, things like that. Yeah.
Yeah. And usually you wouldn't really want your employee to be like starting their own business inside your store.
I mean that as well, yeah.
And yeah, I guess like it kind of depends, right? Like if it happens like quote unquote like off time, I guess like you can't really do anything about it. But if they are like actively like, yeah, if you wanted to buy my cards, just come to the store. You're basically using your work time for your own enterprise, which is like kind of like gray area. But yeah, I guess
It's like
I guess in the end it's the nuance that matters.
I think like depends on like how much you're doing. It's probably not illegal, but it's just like morally wrong, basically. Yeah.
I guess like in the end it's lots of nuance in there, right? Like I guess like if you're chill, like you know that your store is like maybe just you make it more because like you have extra money and you have one somewhere to kind of like hang out with your friends. But like of course if you wanted to get like the store status, you still have to sell stuff. So you just have to hire someone to like kind of like keep it clean basically. Yeah, I guess then maybe you can let him get some pocket change on the side, like I guess.
Well, I mean, at the end, it depends on like how much you're allowing as like a shop owner.
Exactly. Yeah. Basically,
like obviously, if like in the first place they never said you can do that, then like that's obviously definitely like no.
Yeah. Basically, the nuance matters.
And
it's also the matter of like, what was it again? Yeah. Basically, I was trying to go too deep into this like tangent, and like now I already forgot everything that I wanted to say. Yeah. But yeah, so that's also why like, do I really wanted to bring everything? Especially because if you bring too much, then that's also like alarms the customs as well, right? So like, yeah, I guess like 1 or 2 decks maybe, but more than that maybe not. We just have to do it slowly.
I think it depends. Like if you're migrating and anything like that, it's not surprising when people like bring over their full collection stuff like that. So.
Yeah.
I mean, I literally, when we were still playing Metal Street Saga, I literally bring my whole brick of that, like, every single time. I never really got a problem out with that.
Yeah, I think like it's only recently as well. But also like I guess like in China, if I'm not wrong, it's actually like becoming a problem because like people know that they can get away with bringing cards, so they actually like use that to money launder.
I mean, okay, yeah. I mean, that's like completely different, but like, yeah. But like, I think like at the end, it's like, it depends on how you pack it up and everything like that. I mean, like if they see that you got like 10 decks or different sleeves, double sleeves, like, most of the time they probably just let you pass,
Yeah, that's also kind of like the problem, right? Like because we are in the game, so we kind of like know the nuances. Like okay, so like if you bring like 10 decks that looks like they are played, okay, then you should be fine. Like you are doing this for yourself. But like, and like on the other hand, like you can quickly know that okay, like this guy just brings like 10 albums, everything slapped inside like the album. Everything just slaps PSA 10, PSA 10, PSA 10. Okay, this guy,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
like
this
that's
guy's
like
definitely doing this, doing this to like evade tax. He just like went to the casino in the US, went back. Okay, then how do I bring this back? Just go to the trade show, buy all like the PSA 10 Moonbreon, go back to China, sell them in China.
yeah.
Then you can then you can kind of like avoid all the hassle of like, okay, now, okay, like if basically if I work in customs and you bring like 10 albums that is full of Moonbreon PSA 10, don't expect me to like let you go. My country need those tax money. I'm sorry about this. But there are roads that needs to be paved and you will fund it because you can afford like, I don't know, like at that point it's like 480 times, like let's say like a slab folder maybe half of that. So like let's say you have like 280 copies of Moonbreon, you can pay the tax. You can pay for our bridges. Thank you very much. But that's the problem, right? Like we are deep into the TCG world that we can kind of like suss out. Like, okay, like this guy is playing Riftbound. There's a Riftbound tournament like happening. Like this guy's definitely going for competition. Okay, like we know. Like
Yeah.
even if we don't play the game, like we can kind of know. But like,
Like or even then you know like most of the time they can check. Just like I mean when you pass the costume, they probably got like Google on the screen or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And that's like what I do. When I was playing Battle Speed Saga and anything like that. Oh, what are you here for? I was like an event called Battle Speed Saga. I literally told them, you can Google up. And like they did. And it's like, okay, yeah, fair enough. You can pass.
Oh yeah, but you are overrating the Indonesian custom for you.
The
only thing that they will Google is they are going to open eBay and they are going to find like the highest number that you can get for that card, and they are going to tax you based on it. So like let's say someone on eBay just to maybe that's just for inventory, they don't want their listing to be gone, so they just put their Moonbreon on like 10 times the price or something, but they found that. Because like some stores does that, right? Like they don't want the SEO to be gone. Like they like hide the article when they are sold out. Like it can like that. It's one of like their strategy, but I feel like I heard like that it doesn't work anymore. But like there used to be a time where like the strategy is basically you put your stuff in like a very outrageous prices instead of like putting it in sold out, so that people can still find the listing, but like most likely they wouldn't buy it. But they know that you have them.
Yeah.
And, like that's kind of like the point.
Piss. That's what I do.
Exactly. Yeah. So, like imagine
No,
if you.
I'm just kidding. I don't actually do that.
Yeah. Don't do that.
For like my attitude is more like, oh, it was too high. It's too high.
Yeah.
I'm not in a rush to get rid of it.
Yep.
Like especially when it comes to like something like Pokemon, like
No.
if people are desperate for it, eventually they'll buy it. So
No. I mean, like it's in a state where you, let's say like you are selling just as an example, you are selling Moonbreon, and like let's say just for illustrative purposes, like the market price like 1,000K.
Yeah.
1K USD. And then you sold your last copy of Moonbreon. Like now you have like 0 copies. But like based on like the old SEO strategy, what instead of like putting it as sold out, you put it as 10K USD, but you keep your listing up. That's kind of like the strategy that they do back then. Because like
you can't do that now.
Yeah.
It's like it's less of like it's more so because like if someone actually orders it and you can't give it out, which means obviously it means you have to cancel the order and stuff like that. eBay will punish you for that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it's like I suppose like this is the main reason why like eBay does that in the first place. But like you can't do that anymore. I mean like technically like you still can do that, I suppose, depending on your status as like a seller. But like like in general, like
Yeah,
you wouldn't want to do that just because like if you cancel too many orders, you will, oh my god, the fees that you get, mate.
Oh yeah, and also I think like even if you self-host the online store, I don't think you can do that anymore because like it's kind of like damaging your reputation because you're selling it above the market price.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, basically, bottom line, the strategy, whether that strategy work or not, that doesn't matter. But if that is the listing that the customs officer happens to find, they're going to tax you based on that number. Like let's say, yeah, in our example with the Moonbreon, like you are bringing like the 1K Moonbreon, maybe you get on a PSA 8, which is like maybe just 600 or like 500, 400. Depend. Yeah. I mean, like let's say like you actually you should expect to be taxed like, okay, let's say like the market price is like 500, then you should expect to be, even if you are like, okay, I'm going to be a good citizen and pay the tax, then you will expect to pay like based on like the 500 market price, right? Because your Moonbreon is worth 500 USD. But no, they were going to open eBay, and then when they found like there's a Moonbreon that is being posted at 10,000 USD, they're going to tax you based on the 10,000 USD one. Because that's how they use Google, isn't it?
Oh well.
Yeah. Yeah, which is why like, yeah, now, yeah. That's the not fun. Like staying in Southeast Asia is fun. Moving within Southeast Asia and Europe is not fun. But yeah, if you want to stay just in like one country, yeah, it's for the most part you already get like pieces of Europe in there anyway. So I guess yeah, to some extent, yeah, it's you don't really need to leave. Except for when you wanted to do like a full vacation, then you don't need to bring anything. Then you don't need to worry. But when you have to uproot your life and move it somewhere else, yeah, that's a little bit harsh.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah, because like I think even if I wanted to, yeah, I used to like when I come to Germany, I was like very early in the game, so like everything was still relatively really accessible. I wouldn't say easy. Well, it's still like accessible to go to Germany. 7 years past, and now, yeah, I don't know if I wanted to recommend people to go to Germany anymore because like, yeah, like
I think I can see the same for the UK. Like, I mean, to be fair though, like, judging by like how things been happening, years ago, like, I mean, probably it was a shithole anyway, but like, it's been more of a shithole now.
Yeah. Also, like, yeah, I mean, like, my discussion with my friend is like, once you are here, once you are in Europe, like, staying here is like, I wouldn't say easy, but like, it is way, way, way more manageable. But like, getting here in the first place, it's a fucking struggle. But if you can afford, like, if you can afford to like go past like the hurdle of like the first struggle, then once you get here, you can kind of like manageably like within reasonable time find part-time employment, get yourself fed. I guess like it's not going to make you rich because I guess like that's not usually your main goal is going to be for study or maybe for like to find work that is like that is going to be like pay you even more, but like in the meantime you can kind of like still survive with like this with this amount of income, and it's still pretty manageable to kind of find. But yeah, and getting like new visa made for you, like your immigration staff wouldn't necessarily fight for you, but like they would kind of like, okay, like you are already here anyway, like let's see what we can do. That's kind of like the attitude that they have. Like it doesn't really necessarily like why are you even here? Like back then in like if you're in your country, they will throw you to the fucking brim. You're like, why do you want to go to Germany? Why Germany specifically? Why this university specifically? Why do you have to go and study IT in Germany? Blah 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 blah. They will find every single edge they can scrutinize, and they will scrutinize that. Why do you want to go to vacation in Germany? But like once you are here, like, yeah, like okay, like okay, so I have this that I can offer. Once this is done, I cannot offer anything to you. But like that's kind of it, right? Like they don't really like necessarily like okay, like that's like beyond this, there's nothing that I can do. But like still like they will try to offer what they can offer. when when they don't have anything to offer, that's simply like okay, like yeah, I'm sorry, you have to go home maybe in like 2 to 3 months. Okay, fine. Maybe next month you have to go home. Then yeah, fair enough. They wouldn't necessarily make things more harder for you. That's the main. That's a main difference. That if you're already here, you don't really struggle. But like when the first hurdle to go here, yeah, and it's getting even harder because like the Indonesian rupiah. When I came to Germany, it was 16,000 rupiah per euro. It's like close to 21,000. So almost a 30% increase. So 30%. So we our money fall to the euro. It declines by 30%. I can't even find like the right word for it. It's just like too baffling. Like even now, so like while I'm in the topic of like wooing my own country, like if you search in Google, so you know if you search between if you put in two different currency, they will load up the converter right away, right, for those two currencies.
Mm-hmm.
If you try to convert euro to Indonesian rupiah, it wouldn't show anything. It will not load up. So if you wanted to do that, you can still do that. You just have to search for another currency first, and then you change the second currency to Indonesian rupiah. Then you can look at the current rate that Google has the data on. But if you search just one USD to IDR, nothing will show up. Like at least not from Google. But the positive news, you just had our like right yesterday, so last weekend, we have our first Shinkai Hosai for standard, and also the 3-on-3 championship qualifier for Eternal as well. And my boss got qualified to the Indonesian final, yo. I know we can count on them. And even though like this time like Fikri and Farhan and Hendra are not on the same team, so like Fikri and Hendra is still in the same team, Farhan is in another team, but they both got qualified because I think due to time limitation, we only in Japan they have like 2 cycles of the 3-on-3 qualifier. We only have 1. Like basically the top 2 teams qualify for the Indonesian final. So they are on the top. Well, actually like the top 2 team is from Hong Kong. So I'm currently really I'm because of the World Cup, I'm being very nationalist right now. So yeah. But you're the good Hong Kong guy, so you're fine.
I actually know at least one of the people from the Hong Kong.
Nice.
I mean, he's in my server, so
yeah. Unfortunately, we cannot get any footage because the guy who got into the final refused to be filmed. Unfortunately, yeah. I mean, like in the end, we are just doing it as a community effort, so we can't really do anything if the players don't want to.
Fair enough, yeah.
Yeah. So he did win, like the Hong Kong guy did win the Shinkai Hosai, so even more reason to hold myself not to say an expletive at this moment, but it's just because of the World Cup. I'm normally not this nationalist. Even though relatively speaking, because of our my cultural background as a Chinese Indonesian, I'm pretty nationalistic, but let's leave it at that. Yes, I'm a racist. How can you tell? I play lots of Need for Speed Underground when on the PS2. It's a racing game. It's the only game that my second sister want to play with me.
Damn.
Yeah, but in the end, like whenever like she asked me to, okay, like that's the only game that I can play. So like, let's play that one instead. But I can't fucking drive, man. So it's just the drag race. That's the only mode where I can kind of like win once in a while against my sister. Cause like once you have to turn the cars around, I can't. The drag race is just press on gas and then like you see whoever reaches the finish line first. So that I can do, but like once you have to turn, fuck this shit. I don't want to play anymore. I'm turning off the PlayStation. It's mine. My goodness. Yeah. So that's the only two.
Imagine baby Theo rage quitting.
Oh yeah. And they gave me a DS and a PSP because of that. So that kind of work. Well, it's more like it's a long story. Maybe for another time, because we do have some catch up to do. I got too excited talking about all the new weird meta decks and also that my boys win. Yeah, I'm still happy for them. We don't have the data yet. I guess like I'll just wait until World of Cards release them, and I'm going to post them to our Twitter. So if you haven't followed our Twitter, I mostly just posted like the Indonesian side of things because that's the one that I have the most access to the data for. Although like recently, I guess like most of like the other problem is like most of the people in Indonesia who play Spell Spirits are like now in pretty much like in their the 20s to 30s. So like most of them like work full time in the weekend. They still have to do chores, so they really only gathers during like the bigger events like Battlers Cup, like the championship. But like they don't really do weekly anymore.
Right. Yeah.
Because like it's really hard. Like I don't know. Also like you don't, if you are living in Europe, especially like it's not really a matter of you can just ride the tram to the car shop and like go home afterwards. In Indonesia, you kind of have to take either motor vehicles for the most part, and it's not fun, man. It's not fun. Like going to locals and like on like Thursday night, good fucking luck.
Fair enough.
Yeah, especially because nowadays, like, yeah, car shops generally are not the most profitable business, so you kind of have to open it in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like in the middle of nowhere, okay, fine. Like the shop itself can look quite nice. The problem is when you have to bring cars or motorcycles, where do you put them?
Oh, you have that problem.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
Oh yeah, because like you're like we have motorcycle problems by a lot. Like just like any like most Southeast Asian countries except for Singapore. That's why we call them like the fake Southeast Asian countries. Fuck them. Like if you go to any other Southeast Asian countries, your lungs will be filled with smoke that even like Duisburg, that is an industrial town that is like have like lots of factories, will still breathe much better. But like in Singapore, like that's a fun part, right? Like in Indonesia, I don't walk that much because like you go outside, it's very hot, like everything is like there's smoke everywhere. I don't really want to walk outside. But like once I'm in Singapore, I was like, okay, fine. It's 2 hours walk. Let's do it. But yeah, in Indonesia, it's like
imagine Theo willing to walk.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Theo, are you okay? Do you need more burger?
Yeah, actually now I'm fine. Now because of my work, I am quite okay. It's mostly I don't walk that much on my off time because I have like this destructive spiral in which like, okay, I needed to do things. I slept too late and then now I woke up too late and then like, oh fuck, I wanted to walk, but like if I walk now, I'm going to finish at around 5 p.m. and then like, do I still want to work after that? And that's kind of like the destructive mindset that I should try to get rid of, especially since I'm going. It's summer, so I'm going to work way less. So Yeah, I needed to compensate.
You say that like summer I'm gonna work way less because it's too hot, and then when winter comes in, it's like it's winter,
No,
I'm
no,
gonna
no.
work way less because I'm gonna sleep.
No. It's because like summer for some reason like people just don't stay in Germany. So if you work in hospitality, like it's actually dead.
Oh,
Yeah. So like
okay.
you wouldn't get that much shift because like most of people are like going to vacation like elsewhere. So like the hospitality like in the country is pretty much dead.
Right.
I said that and then I just went to a restaurant and it's fucking packed. And when I was leaving, like people are still coming. It's like, oh, this is my boss's wet dream. Like yeah, I was like, oh, damn. And everyone's like getting drinks, and it's pretty warm, so like people are definitely getting more drinks. The salad bar was quite lit. I was like, I was kind of like got intimidated because like with the Balkan, so I went to a Balkan restaurant.
Yeah.
So the thing about Balkan restaurant, at least in Germany, is like you get a salad with your meal, but you get it as a salad bar. But like the problem was like with the first restaurant where I know that you do that, they kind of like tell me like, okay, like you, because like you get salad, you can go to the salad bar over there and get your salad. Okay. Like this one is a new restaurant, right? Because like the restaurant where I usually go to, they are closed on Monday. But but yesterday we had a party in the restaurant, and of course, like the problem with partying in the restaurant you work in is after that you are the one who kind of have to clean up everything.
Yeah.
So I don't have any shifts, so I don't have any obligations. I was just helping. But but probably because of that, like even worse, like my friend who actually works is my neighbor. So I was like, okay, I can't leave a maid hanging while they still have to work, and they have to deep clean everything. So we finish at like 2:30. I mean 1:30 to 2:30. So I was like, by the time we got home, like even though we take Uber, we are still dead. Damn, man. Yeah, so basically I woke up and then I was like, okay. And then the other thing is like I have been eating nothing but Indonesian food for the past 3 days, so we do get some leftovers. But I was like, when my mate was like asking me to, yeah, do you want to, yeah, if you want, you can just like go to my room and like take your share if you want. Uh, like let's save money. But I was like, mate, I have been eating nothing but Indonesian food for the past 3 days. I needed something else.
Curation.
Yeah, exactly.
It's food. I'll take it.
Nah, I can't. Especially because like yesterday was nothing but buffet because I went to church and we have an Indonesian food buffet afterwards. So that's the first buffet. I had 2 rounds, and then like after that we have the party, and which like yeah, this is what is left in this week. So like let's just cook everything and just eat it together. And then like I went through like 3 rounds, I think. So like yeah, I guess I have enough Indonesian food for like the whole week now.
Failure, curation.
Yeah.
How
I
dare you
guess so.
deny free food?
Oh no, I'm still getting the free food. I'm just the one that she warms up. It's not the one that I'm in mood for. The other ones I am in mood for. So like yeah, maybe tomorrow. Yeah. But anyway, when we go into tangent for food, it's always go out of control. So let's go back into our main topic. Well, not our main side topic for the day, which is the short news catch up for the past 2 weeks. I'm just loading up the extras mostly because I guess that's what's important. And also for the Kamen Riders, it's going to be released this weekend. So for more reasons than one, we are not really going to talk about the stuff in the rider collaborations, but we have Chi and Rose. Yeah, which is very big in a lot of meanings. She can boost one of your spirit by 3,000 at the start of her attack step, and then
Share your stream.
Oh yeah, right. I've been doing this so much that this all feels automatic. I thought this has been shared. Yeah, I thought, yeah. The only part where I was like being a little bit is when you guys translate the Jin as like Jin and genetics.
Yeah.
Because like I think it's the Jin and as in Jin like the spirits, right? Like the what is it again? The
Genie.
genies, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, okay, but then again, yeah, one boost to 3k to anything still quite nice. And it's not tied to herself. It's a voting effect. So even if she's gone, you still get a 3,000 bonus.
Yeah.
Yep. And then if you damage your opponent with something that has 10,000 or more PP, you can open the top card of your deck. If it is a Crimson Cloud card, a Spirit card, you can add it to your hand. The rest goes to the bottom of your deck. Yeah, you can gacha as well. Pretty nice, I guess.
Someone mentioned before how like if you're facing a red cloud deck, you can just tell your opponent, do you know that there's a mole on Jean's chest? And if they look at the hand, then you know it's in, and then you know it's one of their cards.
Jesus Christ, the information war. I know this is a game, but your mind game is disgusting me. Damn. Yeah, that's actually a legit strategy though. What the fuck? Oh my god, now I can. I really actually like trying to look for it now. Get damn it. Yeah, now I guess like now that we've seen like the new cards, I guess like there's the soul magic that boosts your speed by 3,000 as well. Which I don't ever get to download, I think. Yeah. Like I guess now the spirit set has like more than 10,000 destroy something. It kind of make more sense now. Yeah, so there's that. But yeah, now Valigaya is actually a threat as well. That's another thing. Because like now, it's just you can just and this one can stack, by the way. So if you don't kill it, actually you can just get like a 16,000 Valigaya. That can still be boosted. Which would clean your whole field, and then after that you destroy you hit their life. And if you use the flame summoning, you get to destroy Nexus as well. You get to possibly draw one as well. Ooh, nasty stuff.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, and it's not limited to any family, by the way. Like the search effect is limited to Red Cloud, but the boosting effect is actually like on any spirit. Yeah.
Any red spirit.
Any red spirit, yeah. Quite nice. Can look at her all day, so like let's just go through. Oh my god! Why?
One sad thing about playing Pokemon is that you will never play any card like this.
True. But you have Garbodor. It's an adorable trash, literally. You have Trubbish and you have Garbodor. You have adorable trashes.
Do you know that Trubbish is actually supposed to be a cat?
Oh no.
No, I mean the design and like how they act is based on a stray cat.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, so it's really funny as well because like there's also like how like Japan also have those really random days, and obviously you're gonna have Cat's Day, and then like they put Trubbish on there, and the people were so confused.
I see. I thought it was the morbid part of it because like in Tom and Jerry, there's
yeah, let's not talk about that.
That's fucking morbid. I was like, oh no, why? But yeah, I mean that's a Leo Comes. So of course it gets you draw because why not? So when it blocks, you get, if your hand is 4 or less, you get to draw 1. But it has a level 2 effect in which during your attack step, during your attack step, when your Leucomis spirit attacks, their when blocking effects can also activate when they attack. So you can draw one as well. And of course, it's Leucomis. You have like lots of it's a white and standard. You have like lots of ways to refresh your spirits at the end of your turn. You have fast travel as well. So you can still also use that during your opponent's turn as well. Yeah, I feel like every time I look at it, I feel like a little bit sad. It feels like it's questioning like why is it even created in the first place. But yeah, I guess it is what it is. It has been created. It has to exist. It has the right to exist. But yeah.
I think the interesting thing is like right now, all the Leucomists do not have only when block effects. Like it's all when attack / when blocks. Like because that's the amplify deck.
Yeah.
So like this card is gonna be just like literally another separate deck. Which will be interesting to see, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like I added one of those cards in today slides as well. So like we will look at that. It is of course going to be a little bit less sad than looking at white beard. Yeah, or white beat. But yeah. I mean, effect is strong, but I can't look at this guy and not cry. But yeah, I guess like this card is doing the crying for me, so I guess that works out. We have Lalona, which of course it has shamanism for cost 4 or less, and then when it's destroyed, it can activate its shamanism as well. So yeah, definitely not just going to just putting this because it's purple waifu, but yeah. What do you think, Ayumu? That's also like I guess like yeah, the flavor for purple in set 2 is kind of like you force the activation of the when destroyed effects. Yeah. Yeah. So
it's just like simple but effective, basically. Yeah.
Yeah. I guess like yeah, one of the ways like you can just use it to summon something, attack with them, keep the pressure because like if she's the one that is getting destroyed, then you can just summon another spirit as well. Granted, you have the course. I guess like most of the complaints people have whenever a new purple card is released is like core where.
Yeah, core where.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess like it's still like yeah, that's one way you can use it. The other way is like you attack with it, and then like if your opponent doesn't interact with it on your second main step, you just destroy it with one of your cards, and then you summon the blocker from there. Yeah, and it's pretty.
And it's pretty. That's the most important part.
Exactly. Am I going to make purple just because of one card? Definitely not. But is it pretty? Very pretty. Yeah, and then we finally have another next status yellow. It's the generic plus 1000, but also it is kind of like more yellow flavored, in which when your spirit is blocked, you can choose one opposing spirit to get -1 and -1000, and if it becomes a BP0, destroy it. It's mostly just as a way to give your spirit -1 plus 1000 BP that other Nexus provides. But the fun part is you don't really have to put it on the blocking spirit. So if you're on the way to be destroying something, and you can win the battle or you can trade, and the trade is still pretty much beneficial for you, then you can just trade, or you can just destroy the blocking spirit and then attempt to either like make other spirits like unable to block or like destroy them outright. Yeah, which is kind of nice. And then during your attack step, it doesn't duplicate once per turn. If it is the second or more attack on your turn, so you're attacking something ogre and or your cursed object. ねえねえねえ、アタックした時アタックしてスピリットの抜けともすなら自分のトラッシュのyou can retain one cost 4 or lower any spirit card actually to your hand. Ooh.
Yeah, but obviously you kind of like when you're building a deck, it's kind of like bounded by family anyway.
Mm-mm.
At least for now.
Yeah, I guess
We
you can
never
retain
know.
vanilla.
Duh.
I mean, like, I guess you can retain vanilla sounds like kind of like why would you do that? But like, I mean, like in standard now, I guess it's still a niche. Like you can, especially because like the cost for vanilla that is available currently is only a Thunder Dragon.
Mhm.
So like if you needed to block, I guess you needed to block and you don't really need the EX symbol yet. You can just return it to your hand, and then you can put it as a blocker. Anyway, on full reduction, it's a 1 cost anyway, so like wouldn't really hurt you that much. And the fun part is also it triggers when the spirit attacks. So you don't have to hit, you don't have to destroy something, you don't have to wait until your opponent blocks, and it has super unleash as well, the Shinkaiho, like the true release. So yeah, that's actually kind of like just one more hand that is more pinpoint. So yeah, I guess that's actually like really nice. And again, it doesn't duplicate, and it's a soft once per turn. So if you have multiple copies and you can somehow make everything level 2, you can do it on your second, third, and so on attacks, which is kind of nice. So like if you expect that your spirit is attacking is going to be destroyed, then you can just you can kind of like recover it with the next attack as well, which is kind of nice. Finally. And I think like the cycle of Nexus, the team is like when they are actually like fighting against each other, because sometimes we forget that they are in a war with each other. Yeah, that's why we have the defense gate there, I guess. Yeah, so that's why they are like deep in the middle of the battlefield. Yeah, we fight. Yeah, and then finally time to buy books, because the Thunder Dragon, if they finally get something nice. Well, it's way more conditional than what the kit that we have for Thunder Dragon right now. But it is still this guy, when it is blocked, you can choose one opposing spirit, give it minus 4,000. So that is a very big number, pretty much on par with Lochnas in a way, although it's a way more conditional. But basically, it at level 2, it gives you, well, it has to be level 2 to activate it anyway. So like it basically gives you a 10k attacker on 4 costs, which is quite something. And again, just like the Nexus, if their opponent blocks with something that is under, or like if with something under, especially because this guy doesn't have EX symbol, that is one of its only weakness, you can just choose to minus 4,000 to something else. You are playing Thunder Dragon, you should be able to destroy something. Or like with the Nexus, you can bring something that is 5k to 1k so they cannot block. Yeah. And then the boss is like, ooh, I kind of want that. Finally, I'm going to buy box again. Yay, time to buy books. Don't know when it's going to be here though, because like I'm going to probably buy it from like German bookstores, and they might be delayed. Who knows? And also, it's kind of like, yeah, this is the one part that is a little bit confusing, right? This is supposed to be the August edition, but it is sold on June 19th. So yeah, that's that's yeah. Why Japanese people? Why? What do you think? Are you going to Uwo if you can?
No.
I guess so.
I'm not playing Thunder Dragon anyway.
No. Thunder Dragon good.
It sucks.
Yeah. Dragon good. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, I say that, but like the Topaz in like the second set, like the ogre slash curse object actually kind of looks interesting again because of my background of playing multiple attacks in Vanguard. It's just saying the word second battle or more just awaken something in me. So now we have Piscula, which is when if you summon her, if you are going to summon her and during this turn you perform at least 2 attacks,
Mhm.
you can also use the reduction symbol of cards in your trash when you are summoning her, and it has a very simple effect. If you have other ogre or cursed object spirit, you can choose one opposing spirit, give it minus 4,000. If it becomes 0, destroy it. So it is a one-time effect. But yeah, I guess like it's basically a 2 cost to give minus 4,000, so it's not too shabby. Still, especially because in Topaz you don't really have access to the PP minus that much. So I guess like now it kind of
Yeah.
makes sense that they are increasing it. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's like a minimum 1 cost.
Oh,
as
yeah,
well.
minimum 1 cost.
Yeah.
I missed that one beat. Yeah. Yeah, 1 cost to minus 4,000 is actually something. Damn. Grudge is indeed a persistent mistress. There's nothing there's nothing stronger than grudges. And bread. Yeah, and then now we have a grass runner. Grass runner. So which is one of the card that you can combo with White Beat. Yeah. Thank you, White Beat. But yeah. Other than being very beautiful on herself, she has a she has a very strong when blocking effect where you can retain one opposing spirit with 8,000 or lower PP to their hand. And then during your end step, you can refresh one of your spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so again, if you remember what White Pit can do, because she has a when blocking effect, she can also activate it when she attacks as well. So you basically can summon her, attack with her, return something that's 8k or lower that can block or something that they needed for their combo. And yeah, something that they needed to stay on the field for their combo.
Mm-hmm.
Just return it to the hand. And then at the end of the battle, at the end of the turn, you can just refresh her again. And you can do it again during their turn. Yippee.
Yep. Yippee.
Yeah. Yeah, fucking.
Pretty good. I really like this card.
Yeah. Art aside, yeah, I just really like it. And it's a 8,000 ceiling is something that on the level of Loch Ness at the moment. So like, when I see like 8,000, are we really allowed to have nice things for once?
Yes, you are allowed nice things.
Yippee. Yeah, I had ice cream today. Yeah. Yeah. Nothing more that I can comment than other than it is nice. Oh wait, do I have the I have 2 dolls. I was too excited for a doll that I actually like downloaded her image twice.
Damn.
Damn. Grudge is indeed a persistent mistress. Oh, and then I guess that's the last news that I wanted to catch up with you. So yeah, now again, why we are not talking about the Kamen Rider stuff because it is releasing this week. So what do we do 1 week before release? Of course, we try our hands to do our best to create decks from there. Usually we do 2 decks each, because there are 6 decks available. But now for the CB and the starter deck, there's only 4 decks available. So I guess we'll just do 1 each and leave the 2 to you guys.
Mm.
Yay! So first of all, yeah. we have a submission from Ayumu. So this deck is going to be relevant if you are picking up the starter deck based on Zeztz. So yeah, I'm going to leave you to your own Ayumu. Ha ha ha.
Nom nom nom.
Yum yum yum.
Nom nom nom.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like it feels like Set is like another control deck.
Mm-mm.
Like purple control. Well, to be fair, no, it's like tempo.
Mm-mm.
Because it's like I kinda want to attack.
Mm-mm.
Do like the form change and everything like that.
Yes.
It's like I don't know, it's like it's really hard to adjust the ratios because like you don't really know how many form change you actually want to do.
Mm-mm.
So like obviously like this deck has like 3 kinds of X-rays, 2 of them from the starter deck.
Mm-mm.
Steel 7 XO2, Oldum, Oludelum.
Ordem. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, they
Oldum is
have a
more
very strange
Yeah,
naming convention, so you don't really need to feel bad about
yeah.
like mispronouncing them.
And
It's
I hope
Orderm,
to,
Katastorm, and Extreme.
yeah, so XO1 Catastrophe and then also XO3 Extreme.
Mm-mm.
So yeah, so like you can see like these are the main X-rays and you can see how like it's basically just really decent removals. And then, they kind of like ask you to like, yeah, you want to attack with them kind of them. Because obviously with form change, you only activate it with exhausted.
Mm-mm.
So like it's just like a tempo deck where like you attack and then during your main step you just summon something, remove something,
Mm-mm.
repeat next turn. So like is X-Ray the most important card in here? Maybe not.
Mm-mm.
Like it's definitely one of the best removals, so you still want to play them.
Mm-mm.
Which like for each of the X-Rays only put like 2 copies each.
Mm-mm.
Like you definitely don't need more. Like okay, arguably maybe the form change one you might want 3.
Mm-mm.
But like I don't think you need it. Even if they have legacy, there are only so many times you can use full reductions and anything like that.
Mm-mm.
So it's like yeah. And then also I mean to be fair, yeah, the other 2 X-rays, like you wanna do form change to like do like the maximum potential. So like you can't need all 3 of the X-rays because like they just have like really decent removals.
Mm-mm.
So it's like yeah. So there's that, and then like there's obviously the problem of like how to build up to that.
Mm-mm.
So the thing with sets is like I mean there are kind of like 2 ways to do that. The other way that you can do is literally just basically spam all the low cost
Mm-mm.
Unga Bunga, and if you get to that point, then you form change, things
Mm-mm.
like that.
Mm-mm.
I decided to go the other way. Like my way is like way slower.
Mm-mm.
So obviously in terms of necessities, you have like I just put so like there are like 2 dedicated necessities for sets.
Mm-mm.
I put like both of them, so it's like cold celoid
Mm-mm.
and also capsim dropper, something like that.
Yeah, Custom Dropper. Yeah.
Yeah. So like both of them are like alright.
Mm-mm.
Like cold Sarida is like less decent, just because like the level 1 effect is literally useless
Mm-mm.
unless it's like main step 2.
Mm-mm.
But like the level, so like the first effect is during your main step, you control any exhausted sets spirits. This necessary gain another purple symbol,
Mm-mm.
which I suppose, which like basically yeah, it's just like one of those where it encourages you to attack more,
Mm-mm.
so that you can get more reductions for like the bigger stuff during main step 2.
Mm-mm.
But I think the main effect is like the level 2, which is like during either attack step, cannot stack once per turn. When your set's family spirit is destroyed, you can target an offspring spirit, remove a core that's not a soul core to reserve. So just like more cores to chip down.
Mm-mm.
I mean, granted, there's still like some really harsh limitation there, but it's like, when it's an option, it's true release as well. So like, you can always just leave the soul core on it.
Mm-mm.
I think the good thing about set is that At least for my list, they don't really have true release that much. Like, especially for the lower BP spirits, which like lower cost, lower BP, which like you want them to be destroyed anyway, maybe most of the time. Like my deck only play like 6 spirits. That's like no, not even 6. It's like 4 oh yeah, no, it is 6. Like 6 copies in total that like have true release. So like yeah, so it's like it's not that hard to like use the soul core. And then so the other one, Capsum Dropper. This one's more useful during your attack step. Your attacking set spirit gets 1000 BP. And then level 2, at the start of your main step, we have 4 cards or less, and you have an exhausted Zeztz family spirit. You can open the top card of your deck. If it's a Zeztz family spirit card, add to hand. If not, just return it to bottom. Just like nice ways to like add more cost to hand, I guess. It is very high cost, like 3 cost for the level 2 effect. Like it really questions like how often can you actually use that effect. But nonetheless, it's one of the rare ways to actually gain cost in hand. So it's like it's just like a good addition, I would say. So yeah, so like obviously when you start your game, you kind of want to see the necessities. You kind of want to see the cost trees. I put like 2 kinds of cost trees in there. So it's like in total you got like 12 cards that you can start with. In the early game, which is over a quarter of the deck. So if you include Mulligan, you used to start with either one of them pretty easily. Yeah, so like going through like the lowest cost, obviously you got like the original set, Fijikamu Impact.
Fijikamu Impact, yeah.
Yeah,
That's yeah.
Don't know whatever that means.
Yeah.
Which is like definitely one of the best cards in the deck because like it has like the very rare refill and add effect, which obviously is very common in Eternal format, but it's like pretty rare in standard format. Like so, like it's just really decent for this deck as well because like obviously you kind of want to attack with something, so you get a body, and then you also add one more card to hand. So like basically you can attack while gaining resources, that kind of thing. It's basic logic, but like it just still means like it's just one of the better cards for this deck. The other cost 3, unfortunately though, like both of them like 3-1, so like it's a little bit hard. Like this deck is fairly high cost in general, but like that I guess that's like purple in general. But like if people can make shamanism work, sets can definitely work in some ways. But like yeah. So like we've got the other cost 3, which is like has the level 2 effect. On destroy, open the top card with Zeztz family card, then add it to hand. Which have the rest at the bottom. Less useful than the other one, but obviously the good thing is that like it adds any Zeztz family card. So like if your whole deck is like pure like purely from like the Kamen Rider series and stuff like that, like from the Kamen Rider set series, then like it literally adds everything in the deck to hand. But like for my deck, I still put like 2 copies of Soul Bite just because it's that good.
Yeah.
But in general, it doesn't mean like you usually would get to add 1 card to hand. So again, it's one of those things where like you get an attacker and then like you're not really losing any cards either. But then like it's the 3 cost for level 2, and that's only when the destroy effect would happen. So it's like it's a little bit rough to like get like the full potential out of it. And so like we need some real tests to see how if it actually works well or not. And then like I literally skipped the cost for cards because most of them are like absolutely useless. Like it's either vanilla or it's like just like has a form change effect to like a cost 5,
Yeah.
and it's like 4-2. It's like, is that really any point? I don't know. Like I'm personally someone who's like would prefer a card to have like some other kinds of effects, like especially when it comes like either like it gains resources or it disrupts the opponent. That's the only way I see it. like Narcissus, obviously that's more like the concept for spirits. Narcissus, like if I can be picky, I will, which like obviously you can in eternal format, but in standard format, there's only so many Narcissus you can play.
Mm-hmm.
And they all like supporting cards.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like with Narcissus, it's more like if it supports the main play style of the deck, then like that's fine. But when it comes to spirits, like I would say it's either you have to gain resources or you disrupt the opponent or else you're out of the list.
Mm-hmm.
Is how I see it. So like yeah, so like I skipped the cost falls.
Mm-hmm.
You got like the first cost 5, which is like Dune,
Mm-hmm.
Kamen Rider Dune.
Yep.
Which like has an on summon effect. You can refill a Zeztz family card from your hand, show it to the opponent, and return to the bottom. If you do, destroy an opposing sorcerer spirit with 2 costs or less. Like I only put 2, but like there's an argument that you might want to put 3. But like coming like from experience in Battle Spirit Saga, because obviously you still remember we got like the Dark Knight Moderate,
Mm-hmm.
which literally does the same thing,
Oh.
basically. No, because Moderate still 5 minus 2, but like the effect is remove 2 costs from an exhausted spirit to the reserve. Yeah, that's slightly different, but like similar concept anyway. So like I think 2 is enough. Because like this is more like a very pinpoint card where like it deals with other aggro decks or like tempo decks. But like obviously if your opponent is like the control type or they just don't move that often, this card just breaks in your hand. Yeah. So that's why I only put 2 copies in there. And then you got the next one, which is Kamen Rider Nox, Gun Shadow. So this one is one of the cards where I only put it purely because of the form change. So like it has like the thing is like it has decent BP for like a purple cost 5. And then on attack plus 1k, kind of helps with like the attacking thing. It's like it's one of the form change where it's actually decent because it has a decent BP threshold, so it doesn't get moved that easily. But like the main reason is because like when it comes to like the cost 6 cards, you need a form change for them to get like full power from them. So like that's why I choose to put this one in there, just as like a 2-off. So the next cost 6, so the first cost 6 card is Kamen Rider Zeztz Paradigm Gravity, yeah. Paradigm Gravity. Which is very simple. On summon, draw 1. If summoned by form change, draw 2 instead. So it's like, yeah, so like you definitely want to use form change with this one. And then like, again, it gives you more cards. So it's just like one of those things where you get an attacker and then also you get more resources. Like as a cost 6, the 7,000 is a little bit weak. But considering it's purple, and then you also have obviously the Nessus Capsum dropper to add more BP when it attacks and stuff like that, it's not the worst. Like I really just want to play for the draw 2, basically. Which I think is good enough of a reason for the standard format, especially.
Oh wait, but the form chest has got to come from Zeztz, right?
Wait.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it has to be cost 6 Nox. Well, that's a major misplay then.
Oh well.
Oh,
We'll fix
okay,
it
yeah.
in post.
We'll fix it in post, yeah. Yeah, well, that gives more space then, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, if that's the case, like I probably would switch to like a cost 4 sets or something like that. Well, probably gonna because I'm gonna still keep the Nox because the other cost 6 cards is actually a Nox. Midnight Shadow.
Yep.
And it's like it's not just a purely draw tool, but like you have to refill a Zeztz family card from your hand, return to the bottom, you do draw 1. If summoned by form change, draw 2 instead. So it's like trading 1 for 2. Or more than just draw 1. More than just draw 2. But obviously it also has like a level 2 effect on attack. Destroy no exhausted cost 3 or less spirit. You got removals, you got like resources gain. So like I think like the Nox pair, you kind of want to keep it in the deck anyway. But yeah, I didn't realize they are different Kamen Riders. Freaking hell.
Yeah, it can be. Yeah, yeah, kind of.
Yeah. Unfortunately, then it might be have to give up the draw 2-1 just because like, it's only 2 slots, and I don't really want to change anything else. So it's like this might be a time to put like a cost 4, cost 3 vanilla in there. Not gonna lie. Yeah, and then so like the next one's like cost 7 sets in a plasma. So this one has form change. So I played this one specifically for the form change, really. But obviously, like it has the level 2 effect of on attack, target a cost 5 less spirit, remove until it has 1 core left on it. So like it's not the best effect, but like you combo it with like plasma booster, which is like the form that you want to change into, which has like on summon, target offering spirit, remove 1 core that's not the soul core to reserve. If summoned by form change, instead just remove 1 core. So it's like it's not the most useful, but like it works in some cases, I guess. Like you just need more removal for this deck anyway. So like, I think that's fine. And also it does have the level, so like it's not just for the summon effect, like if we manage to survive on the field, you do have the level 2 effect of like on attack, show a Zeztz card from your hand, return it to bottom. If you do, destroying overseeing exhaust the cost 5 less spirit. Like I think from this point you can see how like Zeztz is very heavily countering other tempo and aggro decks, but not doing so well against control decks. But I suppose if anything, that's like the good thing, because as a tempo deck, your biggest weakness is other aggro decks and tempo decks. So like the fact that you can like you can respond to all of those is like really good. Like when it comes to like dealing with control decks and everything like that, it's like you do have the X-rares to deal with that, because like like for example for Oldham, you can just on attack remove 1 core that's not the soul core to the reserve, so they're not careful enough. That's like a straight removal. Obviously you can combo with the magic cards and everything like that, which we'll get to that later. We got like Castrom, which can, if you summon by form change, you can target spirit with 2 costs or less and just destroy it. So it's not limited by anything. Again, your opponent's not careful enough. You just destroy anything big, really. Or you can always use other effects to strip the cost down, and then you do the form change. Things like that. And obviously well, to be fair, like the final X-ray extreme is definitely more for like dealing with tempo and aggro. But it's like it really depends on like what deck you're facing. But like I think in general right now with Battle Spirit stand format, like most of the decks they need to attack anyway. So like it's not the worst removal options you have there. And then obviously you can always like just get covered by like the magic cards. You got like Castrom Crusher, which is 4-2, which literally just remove 1 core. Except for the soul core. Not the worst, but it's very good for like early aggro, stuff like that, And then you got Blacecum Slash?
Yes.
I don't know what that means for sure.
You don't need to think too deep into it.
Yeah, this one is interestingly a soul magic, so you can just pay the soul core for it. And like you get to plus 3,000 BB for one of the Zeztz spirits, which I do think it can be pretty decent, just because like this is like a fairly aggressive deck, and obviously your opponents would want to block a lot of the time. So like just suddenly adding 3,000, which is quite a lot, is like really decent. Like especially with just like the cost of a soul core, can be really good in some scenarios. And obviously if it's like a card with form change, which is like it's going to be most of the time anyway, because obviously you need to attack with the card in order to use form change, because form change only activates if it's exhausted. You get to draw one, so it's like, yeah, it's just like a really decent card, I would say. So I just put 3 copies up there. Like 2 copies of Soul Bites, pretty self-explanatory.
Mm-mm.
Like, no limitation, just remove 2 cores.
Mm-mm.
And then finally 2 copies of Impact Banish.
Mm-mm.
It's 7-4, but it has legacy.
Mm-mm.
So you can target. Yeah, so like if all your spirits or necessits are in the sex family,
Mm-mm.
you can target 2 spirits with 1 core less and destroy them.
Mm-mm.
It's like not the most useful, but like if you manage to pull it off, it's just like really good.
Mm-mm.
Because like it's 1 card trading for 2.
Mm.
So like yeah.
Damn. Yeah. But yeah, that's also the hard part about purple, right? Like when you look at the card, you just lay down the cards like this. It's kind of hard to tell like what is going to happen. But once you
Yeah.
play against it, it's like, huh. Actually, like there are lots of holes that surprisingly I have. That I surprisingly have that they can just exploit. So that's why you like purple. I just kidding.
Yep.
It's not that deep. But yeah, I see. Destroy 1 opposite spirit with 1 core. We can destroy 2. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And you don't have to
Exactly.
destroy your own spirit. Well, in a way, for purple, I guess like it can actually like be more beneficial if you can destroy your own spirit as well. But damn, that's still pretty nice. Yeah, I guess like yeah.
Oh wait, can it destroy?
Hmm?
What? No, it destroy opposing spirit. What are you talking about?
No. Like if it can destroy your own spirit. Yeah, I mean like we are talking about like doubly deadly balance, right? Because then yeah, because
yeah,
like
yeah. I mean, at this stage of the game, yeah, if they give you this option, would be really good. Yeah.
yeah, because like especially with the purple cards that we see in set 2 earlier. Like if you actually like have to destroy your own spirit, it can actually be more beneficial to you.
Mm.
Yeah, because you can like let's say like with the nice lady that we see earlier, basically when she got blocked, then you can just use the doubly deadly equivalent, destroy her, summon everything with shamanism, and then like then because you are taking down 2 spirit, you are going to probably like destroy the blocking spirit and then another blocker.
Mm.
Again, core wear, but it is something that is suddenly available to you. But
Yeah, I think I'm gonna replace the cost 6 with this card, which is like another cost 3 card, but this one has form change. It's basically like a pseudo Familiar, but like it's form change for cost 3, which actually works pretty well because like the other cost 3 is only 3-1.
True.
Actually, well, yeah, because it can only change to like sex anyway.
Yeah.
Like the other cost 3 is like it's a Nox again. It's
Yep.
like freaking hell. So it's like yeah. But like either way, like the other good thing, obviously it's 3-2. That's good. It has like the what do you call it? EX symbol as well. Yeah. So like yeah, I think that might work pretty decent.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like I say, yeah, the more I look at it now, oh my god, this deck. Like if I don't add this card in, this deck only has what 5 EX symbols.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for a deck
Yeah.
that has like lots of legacy, like surprisingly, like I see that. Yeah, why is nothing is gold?
There's
Yeah.
no gold.
There's no gold, not enough gold. Yeah, but yeah, also but this is going to also be nice for you guys because this deck requires like not that much card from the CP as well. Most of them you can just get from one starter deck, which is another bonus.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
actually, I mean, well, the list I actually uses quite a lot of cards from like the booster set, but hey ho.
Yeah. It's fine. It's going to be fine. Yeah, the also like the starter deck, just to note, the last 6 deck that we have are entry decks. They don't have cards in them. That is why their MSRP is 1,000 yen each. But starting from the collaboration starter, and also for the anime starters and the Diva starters, they are all normal starter decks, which means they have cards inside, and their MSRP are 2,000 yen. So the last starter that you get, you need to use the better, for real. Yeah, actually, like removing the course kind of like help to get your foot in the door like by a long mile. Don't know why, like paying $10 sounds good, but like paying $20, okay. now we are talking about real investments here. Yeah, and that's just generally like very the design is relatively speaking to the modern camera designs are relatively like very grounded. I guess that's also why like I can see like why lots of people are going to like Zeztz as well. Yeah,
I mean, it's simple, but you can see the differences in there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's placed to the purple, and I guess like why the form change for Zeztz is a little bit different than how Nox or like Gaim works. It's I guess if you see the form change, usually they're of the same basically of the same form type, but they are just like basically like just aggressive and balanced type kind of thing. Yeah. So which plays into their flavor as well. Yeah. Nice, isn't it?
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, and some of the lower form change they actually like change to the vanilla. So I guess like also the concept is even though you are changing into something that status wise is a little bit low, like their BP is lower, but there you basically change into something that is okay to be destroyed. Then on the next turn you just go with like the stuff that can more reliably reach your opponent's life basically. I guess. But yeah, if you like that, sounds like it's going to be decent. Time to get their starter deck now. Yeah. And Soul Bite, it's 2 off in the entry deck, so and it has like degree of reprint as well. So like I guess you should be able to get them. Not going to be too hard.
Wait, where did you get reprint?
Oh well, it's no, it's actually not a reprint. It is the pre-release promo in PS75.
Oh, right, yeah. Oh, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah. But I guess like now they're going to do like the Saga strat. So basically like the tournament promos are going to be pretty much just premium reprints of like the stuff you get in the entry deck and the sets. So yeah, I guess like you should be. Yeah, I mean like Soulbite, I think it's major enough to get a remake at some point. So I don't think it's going to be a detriment to you guys like building the deck. Yeah. And then as usual, I don't like to call myself purple main because as someone who has to kind of like, well, not in the role of like spreading the game, I don't want to really limit myself to just one color. Although in the end, because of how I've played the game myself, I can mostly connect my brain only when building like yellow decks at most. So unfortunately, there's no yellow inside this deck, so I'm not making any. If what I would have said, if my brain is not too small to kind of like, yep, fuck it, let's do this. Because we have something, we have yellow at home, which is Kamen Rider Ryuki Survive. Because usually with yellow, the thing is we use magic card and we use it for free. So cost is just a number. Actually, cost is just a number. So, yeah, so like you have magic rate that wherein the flash timing you can activate magic. Ryuki, their gimmick is mostly when you perform the attack or block, you can play magic from your hand without paying the cost. Of course, it's limited to the Ryuki magic, which is why all the magic that I have in my deck currently are all Ryuki magic. Still working out on the ratio. I'm still not sure about the ratio, but I feel like these 4 are the ones that, for the most part, are going to be the most stable. Yeah, so that's what I prioritize. Maybe later, if I can get the cards and the test kind of like shows otherwise, maybe we can change it as we go. but I feel like this four are like generally speaking the most, like they have like the most generic uses. So I feel like that they are going to be the first that I would consider. Just like that's you have like 3 postcards. 2 of them are extras. 1 of them is master rare. Just Ryuki survive, Oja and Kamen Rider Odin. You have the Knight survive as well, but I feel like it is a little bit too heavy for what it's trying to do. So for now I don't really consider it, but maybe as we go, we'll probably put it in. This deck, if you want to go first, there is only 9 cards that you can start. 12 cards you can start with actually. So you have 3 of the base Ryuki, which is a searcher, just like the Zeztz physical impact. We have Knight, which gives you 1 card to the trash. You have the Nexus that gives you 1000 BP to all of your Ryuki spirit during the opposing attack step. And then we have Advent, which is the magic that gives you open the top 3 cards of your deck, and then gives you wait. I can't see, that is too small.
Which one?
No, Advent. So you can open the top 3 card of your deck, and then you can add 1 mirror monster and 1 Ryuki magic card to your hand. The rest goes to the bottom of your deck. So there are now 13 targets in this. So there is the 10 of the magic that I bring, and then 3 Drag Rider. So that's basically can search for 25% of your deck. But it is a 3 cost with 2 reduction, potentially throwing 2, but for the most part just trading it for another card. Also, it gives 1 spirit plus 2000 during the flash timing. So that's another thing that can be considered when we have to do PB comparison. Yeah, so that's the cards that you can start with. So I guess like this is going to be playing. I am building this basically based on how I play Gensa Mamiya with his Lyukomis deck, with his Amplify deck.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, not necessarily this is basically going to be kind of like a mid-range deck in a way. So you kind of like see how your opponent reacts, and if your opponent is like being a little bit too careful against you, then you can just start attacking. Otherwise, you just try to build up your field, and then once you have enough, you just use stuff like Soldier to start forcing them to attack and whittle them one by one. You can use Sword Fan and Advent to increase your BP as well. You can use Oja to kind of like threaten your opponent that you are not going to be blocking just once, because Oja not only when it attacks gives you another core. So like actually like there are 3 cards that gives you core, which is Knight, Drag Rider, and also Oja. But also Oja have a pretty nice flavor actually, in which why I decided to bring a lot of cost 4 and cost 5 in this deck is because during the flash timing, it is not once per turn, by the way. You can discard 1 cost 4 or cost 5 Ryuki card and refresh this spirit basically during the opposing attack step. So you basically have a permanent 10k blocker during the opposing turn. And then Zolda and Ryuki both can activate the magic without paying the cost during the flash time during the opposing when they block. So that's another layer of defense that you can that you get. The rest is just Guy is just there as a vanilla, provides you with the EX symbol. It is also flavor wise there because I told this story to Ayumu, which is going to be a spoiler, so just skip maybe like 2 minutes ahead. But basically, in Ryuki, you have like all this sort of cards that have like functions on them, like Sword Fan, Strike Fan, Advent, Final Fan, and Guard Fan. Like Oja, I don't think he didn't necessarily have a Guard Fan. Like he uses Guard Fan. I forget how he get it. But like instead of like using his own mirror monster, taking part of his mirror monster to use as a shield, he just uses Guy as a shield. Which is why his effect is like you discard 1 cost 4 or 5, because he basically like sacrifices lots of people. Like also like his mirror monster that is included in this set is actually just the base form of it, which is the snake, the Pheno Strider, if I'm not wrong. But like Pheno Strider actually like it's like his final form is basically he combined with Raya's and Kai's mirror monster, and he becomes a much bigger monster basically. So he killed those two and took their mirror monster basically. Yeah, that's why also like Raya is there, but Raya is also a cost 4 to reduction. It is a card trader. It doesn't really increases the card of in your hand, but it does gives you return 2. You can return up to 2 Ryuki to the bottom of your deck. You draw 1 for each one you retain, so it's kind of a filter. If you have too much of the big stuff, then you just trade it and like hopefully you, or like too much of the magic, then you just trade it for like cards that you can work with, hopefully. Yeah. Tiger, it is basically just something that because it's cost 5 also when it attacks and it reduces the opposing life, you can bounce one opposing spirit with 5,000 or less PP, so it's kind of like a there for when you need it to start attacking. You can kind of put a pressure because then they either have to block you or they will like lose one reduction symbol anyway. So this is something that you don't really use. It is not going to be a surefire thing. It's kind of like a pinpoint. Okay, like let's say like you're playing against Zeztz again. Like Ayumu mentioned, they have like lots of stuff that needed like they have only like 1 reduction, so they needed at most they go to 2 costs, so that you kind of need to read the situation a little bit and see whether that can actually slow them down. Then you can use Tiger to kind of whittle them down. Solda again at the start of the opposing attack step can force one of your opposing spirit to attack. So then if you, especially when you have your 3 postcards, you have like stuff to block. So like with Oja, even if you have the Nexus, then you have like an 11k blocker that can keep on refreshing. Ryuki is kind of like also going to be your main attacker because not only when it attacks, you can activate an advent magic from your hand, event magic from your hand. During at level 2, once per turn, when it attacks, it can be unblockable as well. So that kind of like gives your opponent a time limit in a way, because like unlike Matanda, even if your opponent's spirits are really big, it still cannot block Ryuki survive. Yeah. And Odin, in a way, it's kind of like feels like it's a like the level 1 effect can make it feel like, yeah, why do you put a searcher on a cost 9 card, right? But then again, you can search for one cost 8 or lower Ryuki card, a Ryuki spirit card, and a Ryuki magic card, so that's kind of like a 2 draw in a way. After digging from 4 cards in your deck, which is still quite nice, I guess, if you play it on the second main step. Also, during your end step, you can refresh all of your Ryuki spirit. It doesn't have a true release, but yeah, but again, you have 3 cards that can give you cores. Depending on the stage of the game, I guess you can just focus all your cores on Odin. Unless you're playing purple, then you maybe have to be a little bit more careful. But like if you are playing against deck that based on PP, then yeah, guess that's kind of like something that you can do. Yeah. And then for the magic, Final Fan, refresh one of your spirit. Yeah. Basically, it's just refresh one spirit. So like nothing much to say there. Very versatile card. If you wanted to play more aggressively, you can attack twice. If you wanted to play, if you have to play a little bit more defensively, then again with Ryuki, you just use Final Fan, refresh itself. Then now you have one attack that is unblockable, and then you have like you have an 11k blocker for the next turn. Swordsman increases one spirit's PP by 3,000, 4,000 even. And then when it wins a battle, you draw 1. So again, if you use it with Ryuki, if you wanted to play a little bit more aggressively, but you know your opponent still have spirits, then you can use Final Fan on the first attack, refresh itself. And the second attack, you use Sword Fan, and then now you're threatening them. Do you want to take the damage, or do you want your spirit? Do you want to lose a spirit and I get a draw? And then Strike Van is a kind of like quote unquote the control card. You do retain one opposing spirit that is level level 1. Okay. I read it a little bit wrongly. I read it a little bit wrongly, but I think it's actually like a little bit better than I thought. Yeah, so basically, it looks at the original level 1 PP of a Ryuki spirit that you have, and you choose one opposing spirit and return it to the hand. Which is actually better than I thought, because at first I thought it was you retain one opposing level 1 spirit, which I think like compared to Shoot Fan, which is just capped at like retaining a spirit that's 3000 or lower to the hand, to the bottom. Yeah. Which is like the returning to the bottom is way stronger. So it's a way stronger removal. But like I feel like just as a first I feel like Strike Fan is still more versatile, because again with Ryuki you can retain anything that is 8k or lower. Yeah, basically with all your top end it's anything 8k or lower. With your middle end, with Solda and Taiga, you can retain 5k or lower. So it's probably only bad when you have only Ryuki on your field. Like the base Ryuki. Other than that, it's still quite decent. Even with Rock Rider, it retains the same amount as Shoot Fan. So not too shabby. Yeah.
Like personally though, I wouldn't even use Strike Fan. It just feels way too conditional.
Yeah.
Like
Fair.
I would have, to be fair, like I would have played. Wait, do you play Garfield? Yes, of course you do. Wait, no, you don't. You don't play Garfield. Interesting.
Yeah, I feel like at this stage, because like we still don't know how sticky like the spirits can be, right? So I don't really want it to. How do I
Yeah,
put
but
this?
you play Nessus. Oh, yeah, you play Nessus as well. And like I feel like with Rookie as well, like your deck is supposed to be sticky.
I don't
Is
know
how
if
I
it's the
see
other
it.
way around, because like if the spirit is sticky, then I will rather like put stuff that can remove spirit with through BP comparison basically. But yeah, because like I feel like again like we are talking about like utility versatility, right? So like because with the defensive magic like guard fan and defense gate, like they are more they are stronger to defend your life. But if you don't have cards that can, if your base spirits are not that good at like removing others, then I feel like they kind of have like less value in a way. Because I feel like defense gate it ended up being played in decks kind of like clash that is already like good at like removing the spirits themselves. Like then defensive gate becomes a way to kind of like bridge that. So like you use the defensive gate to go into your turn, and then you use your red cards to destroy the spirits, kind of thing.
Fair enough. In that case, wouldn't Sword Fence be better to be a free then?
Yeah, I guess that is also fair.
Yeah, it's like maybe like minus. I want -1 Ultra here. Like I don't think we need 3 to be fair.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like if I'm going to build this deck, which I don't know if I will, given my current situation, but I guess like removing the extras all win. If it going to cost less, I'm on board with the idea. But yeah, I can see that, because like Oja, yeah, I feel like I'm just putting at 3 for now, just because again like with white you kind of want stuff that sticks. Like I guess I just wanted instead of like wanting Ocha specifically, I just wanted something with big enough number, with a high enough number. But yeah, I think like as you say, it's fair. Right? Maybe I just can bring like less Ocha and more Sword Fan, because I talk about versatility, and now Ocha is a little bit more conditional. Yeah. And also because we have Drag Rider, which I almost forget that Drag Rider can also push your Ryuki by 2000. And also if it's a cost 8 or higher, when which what is Ryuki Survive is, it becomes too simple as well. So yeah, your opponent's time limit is now 3 turns instead of 5. Or if you manage to even like land one in the earlier turns, that's basically 2 turns. And if they don't play defense kit,
I guess so. Yeah, true.
Yeah, I guess then in that case, maybe Guardfan should probably be considered for mirrors. Because I guess then in the battle of attrition, that's kind of like a matter of like who have like the Guardfan at the correct time, at the right timing, right? Yeah. Ooh, we are learning.
We're learning.
Yeah. I mean like among those 4, this is also like Ryuki is probably like the closest to my heart because this is one of the last Kamen Riders. Well, actually like Vice after that still is still like dubbed into Indonesians, but this is probably the one that I watched like almost to its entirety in Indonesian.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's pretty close to my heart. Also, it uses lots of cards. We are the trading card game players, so like what not to love. Yeah. And also like white is kind of like the second color that I can kind of like make sense of. But yeah. For the most part. When it clicks. When it doesn't click, it doesn't click. If you told me to wait too much, I can't do that. That's why even though I said I can kind of play white, and then I look at all the white decks that I can actually play. It's like Ice Princess, Armored Machine Gotcha. Like all stuff that tells you just something that's just wait for one turn, something that's cost 5, and then you start swinging. If you ask me to wait more than 2 turns before I can start swinging, yeah, you lost me. So yeah, I don't know how it will pan out with Ryuki. I think like this is going to ask a little bit of more patience from me. But we'll make it work. Yeah.
We will see.
We will see. Yeah. I guess like I guess also the fun part, like again, like with Oja, basically you if with my build exactly, you have like 11 copies of Final Fan. In a way. Because you can use the Kai and Raya and Tycast as a way to refresh itself. It's just funny. Also, like we were having like when Ryuki Survive was refilled, we were having like we had an argument about whether it's going to make sense, or is it going to be too strong to give like Ryuki a spell that can a magic that can refresh one spirit outright, and they did. And they have to give it to the final fan.
I mean, fair enough.
Yeah, which is fair enough.
It's the final fan, yeah.
Exactly. I guess like like again, it's white and it's standard, so I don't think they can do like Final Fan as the way they do in Eternal, in which like it is more game ending. Well, it is designed to be a finisher, not really game ending. Like it is still conditional, but like it is under the right condition that it is one of the cards that can get you to end the game pretty much. Yeah. So, but I guess like in a way again with Ryuki Survive and Drag Rider and Sword Fan, I guess Final Fan actually like helps you to kind of like get like the last damage in. So yeah, I guess it is the Final Fan. I rest my case. But yeah, of course, this is still our initial build from what we have known so far. I have played very little games in Standard. Ayumu definitely played more games in Standard. That's why we kind of have the feedback. We can kind of like give feedback to each other now. So we're getting better. We're learning.
by learning.
Yeah. But yeah, of course, as usual, if you think that something is missing or you do have some feedbacks that you want to give or you want to share your own build, especially then because we don't have a build for Kaim and X8, you want to share it with the community, do feel free to comment down below. Yippee. Yeah. But yeah, also as usual, if you guys have any other questions, comments, or requests, do feel free to send it to us to our email at therefreshsteppodcast@gmail.com. Or if you're listening to this on YouTube or Spotify, you can also comment on the episode as well. Yeah. It feels weird that we have been waiting for standards for so long, and then now I feel like we just got the PS76 yesterday, and then now we are already expecting like to be bombarded by standard stats. I think like August we actually got a break for once, and then September.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah,
Yeah.
because like for
Yeah. Thank God. Yeah. So yeah, I guess like yeah, because like this month we have the Kamen Riders. Next month July we have Enchanted Skywind, the BS02. Other and August we finally take a break. Most likely they're going to promote something for the premium Bandai because that's what they do. When we least expect it, they will ask us, "Where is your money?" Because for the most part, like premium Bandai, what makes them kind of like a little bit hard to get is not really the price. The price is, for the most part, there are some egregious ones for Battle Spirits, but like for the most part, you kind of get what you paid. It's just that because like the time of where you can order them is very limited. That's kind of like where it kind of gets a little bit harsh because like I mean like already when you don't schedule anything and then you just tell me that there's this thing for Diva that is like really nice. I'm still like crying that I can't get the the Floor Sisters and the Four Witches one. I'm still crying in my bed every night now. But yeah, when you least expect it and they just announce that, "Ooh, we are going to have premium Bandai." The deadline is in 2 weeks, by the way. Fuck you guys. I just spent everything on BS0 to last month. Where do you expect me to get this money?
I was struggling to decide if I want to get the Flu Sisters as well.
No, right.
At the end, decided not worth it.
And now
like as much as we talk about Battle Spirits here, you know, like I've been struggling to find time to actually play with it. So like, you know, it's like
And now they are basically becoming a problem as well in the Diva format. Probably going to copy them. They're going to be limited soon. They're going to be get to the panelists soon anyway.
yes, it's also gonna be like very weird when like standard Diva comes out, especially when like they're not limited to just yellow anymore. So it basically like what it tells me is that like basically all your previous Diva decks just kind of like you can't remash them together now, probably. Like, yeah. I mean, it depends. Like, so, like for example, they still have Rayoba. Like we know that. So perhaps like they might. So either Rayoba sticks to being yellow, or like they have some Rayoba cards where they go like, oh, whatever color Rayoba is in right now, all your Rayoba in hands also has that color reduction or something like that. You know, like that might work. Like, I can see that to be fair.
Or maybe like the eternal ones are going to be yellow, and then the standard ones are going to be their color, basically.
Maybe, yeah. Then that also works, yeah. But like in general, it just means like whatever you got previously, you know, it's like most likely cannot mash them together, you know.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, like I guess like even if they do something like an iteration of on stage, it's probably going to be closer to form change. Like it's going to be to be like on a very specific cost, and then like maybe like the older cards doesn't have that specific cost on purpose.
True. Yeah.
Like the Ryoba stage style is going to be Kosten just because it's a Kosten. Probably. Yeah, because like if it's a Kosten, and then the on stage requires a Kosten, then yeah, I don't think Ryoba doesn't have a Kosten yet, so like you can't use it, like you literally can't use it with the old Ryoba. It does begs the question: which standard spirits are going to be in the Diva form?
Ooh.
Ooh. Is it going to be Queen Babiana Rose? Or is it going to be Mermaidia Princess? Or is it going to be Lestial? Put your votes on the comments down below. Yeah. Who do you want to see in Diva form?
Yeah.
Yep.
Of course, you enjoy this podcast, remember to share to your friends and families.
Yeah. And get them to vote as well. Because the war is something that you fight not by yourself. It's a group of effort. It's a group project.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess before we default this into more rivalries and whose diva you are supporting, I guess that has been everything that we can share for this week. We hope that you guys have a nice week going forward, and we'll see you all in the next turn. Bye bye. Ooh, I just realized Final Fantasy number 69. Nice.